Well, the results are in and Florida school districts are celebrating tonight. The state just released its progress monitoring assessment scores for the past school year.
But the data can be a little bit confusing. The numbers say one thing, but the districts are playing a completely different song. Tonight, ABC Action News reporter Jada Williams takes an in-depth look at that report and why districts say the results are actually promising.
Success is like a puzzle. Different pieces all falling into place. In Mathnasium, one piece of the puzzle is having so much fun the kids don't realize they're excelling at math.
One of our main goals, too, is just getting their math confidence up.
Another piece of the puzzle, positivity.
Instead of putting an X on their paper saying, hey, you got that wrong, no, we circle it. Because if you just have a circle there, it's like, oh, what's that circle? Oh, let's try it again.
Meanwhile, the state rolled the dice with a new piece to the puzzle. Progress monitoring replaced the FSA standardized test. Instead, students took tests at the beginning, middle, and end of the school year. Statewide, 14% of 3rd through 8th graders tested on or above grade level at the beginning of the year. By the end of the year, it was 56%. Our local districts all followed a similar trend. Hillsborough's growth went from 12% to 54%, and in Pasco, 14 to 55.
Across the board, we're seeing improvements in several of the key areas for academics, and that's what we want to see.
Pasco County School District Director of Communication Melanie Waxler says this improvement is compared to the COVID learning gap we saw over the past few years.
For kids to suddenly have to make that change, it shows a really strong sign of maturity and grasping not just the technology that we've had to change to with our modalities, but also with adaptation. I mean, kids are very adaptable and resilient.
Most of the results can't be compared to previous data since it's a new approach, and there are other areas of concern. Black, Hispanic, and economically disadvantaged students are still testing lower than other students. Despite that, results show that they are on the up and up. That, plus the fact that most counties are seeing more than half of a class with a passing grade, is enough for districts to applaud. But with only 50.60% of students at a proficient level, is it good enough?
If we're doing something right, let's look at what we're doing and let's continue enforcing that. Let's continue going in that path. So as a mother and now as someone working for the Pasco School District, I'm encouraged by that.
And when every piece of the puzzle comes together, you see the full picture.
We actually have perfect FAST scores. We even have parents that the student at the beginning of the year was just not doing well, brought them to me. It's a mind change.
In Lakeland, Jada Williams, ABC Action News.
And by the way, parents, a new law that takes effect on Saturday will give parents vouchers that can be used for tutoring services. It's part of the Universal School Vouchers program. It also allows parents to opt to put their kids in charter and private schools. Voucher amounts vary depending on grade level and cost of living.